he's doing a prison stream.
No.
Oh, damn, my ad blocker don't work on Twitch? Holy. I almost got the weak-ass ad blocker. Wait, ad blockers don't work on Twitch? Oh, that's why y'all sub. All right, keep subbing. What the fuck?
I don't know what I've been told.
What the fuck? Here we go. 9 seconds.
All that shit you been talking about me being gay, you didn't even go see the bitch.
Should have been here long,
Bro, I'm really having hoes for real.
Like, take heat.
On the free world, nigga, that's all I got. They don't worry about, I just got in here.
Yo, so apparently, they have 106,000 people watching right now, right? And he has 107,000 subscribers, which if you don't know what that means, that's $500,000 in revenue per month that his stream is generating just off subs, not even ads.
Exactly. My bad. Well, I ain't gonna snitch, my bad.
Snitch. Deshae.
Man, y'all nigga fit.
That's Ben the Don right there.
What's your name?
We got it.
Pretty boy Fredo Deshae.
You just call me Pretty Boy Fredo?
Fredo.
So Fredo is the lollipop?
Nah, those bust though. Like those.
I'm asking. Like,
You asked me Pretty Boy Fredo? I'm grown in hell.
you want this?
How many licks?
Y'all nigga in here eating lollipop.
I've been selling those.
So you just
we
the
all
tough
selling
I'm selling money, yo. I'm selling it too.
So you just
One thing I gotta give Kai credit for is like his production value is all the way up. Now, I'm gonna show you what some people have been saying, and then you guys can react to it.
what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I know you be cutting with your bitch.
Real deal player. They were just saying for like 10 minutes. I be laid up.
Like, it felt like,
Shit.
she putting his head on her chest and
laid up.
that nigga be putting his head on her chest and shit.
Yeah, that's how she put me to sleep. She get to rubbing my damn ear and shit. I get
Head on her chest.
Oh, I can't even get
I'm finna go in tomorrow. I swear to God.
All right, so some people in the comments were saying, yo, could somebody please explain to me the point of Kai Cenat streaming for 7 days straight in a mock jail facility? Okay? Somebody else who's kind of like pro Kai is saying, yo, I don't know, man. I feel like y'all are picking and choosing Kai Cenat doing a stream from a fake jail, but y'all listen to murder raps every day, making them folks rich. So essentially, I guess some people were having a problem that he was doing a stream in a jail. Somebody says, yo, if Kai is lame, why the people that go on 60 days in are not? And then somebody says, I get why people dislike what he's doing, but if these are your feelings, y'all need to shift y'all energy to 60 days in and Love After Lockup and every other jail docu-series. They continue by saying, I fuck with Kai as an entertainer and have for about 3 years, but it's not a crime to admit him doing a jail stream is kinda lame / corny. Somebody says, it's Snowfall and Power corny. And then someone says, Kai Cenat cosplaying jail to thousands of young viewers as if it's fun, as if it's a fun / easy experience is wild. And the fact that nobody, not even his mom, told him it was a bad idea is wilder. Somebody says, niggas trying to make Kai Cenat shit mean more than what it is. Y'all must have never seen 60 Days In. Somebody else says, like, oh, Kai, I think you're great. But showing kids who look up to you that jail and prison is a joke is not cool, especially with participation from people that have never been in the situation. It's very false to push it as a positive to these kids. Show them you can be lit working. And somebody says the Kai Cenat jail stream is strange of all the places to pick. Somebody says a bunch of adults who grew up watching South Park, Family Guy, Boondocks at 12 years old saying Kai fake jail stream finna ruin the kids. And someone says, bruh, the stream is so entertaining. He's clever as fuck with the streams. He is dope as fuck. All right. There's more commentary. Somebody says, sorry, y'all, I'm not jacking Kai Cenat for pretending to be in jail for 7 days. Jail is not for play. It's not for fun. Definitely not somewhere you want to end up. Y'all hyping him up and reposting stuff to go viral only makes children think that type of behavior is cool. Somebody else says, yo, stop with this. He's influencing the youth with jail bullshit while bumping your fiend rap music that influences violence, drugs, and materialism and male toxicity. LOL, Kai isn't going to be the reason jail numbers will skyrocket. The fuck out of here. If you ask me, this is what I think is going to happen shortly. and I like to use a macro outlook to most things that I talk about. I think a lot of people are going to start turning on Kai. They're looking for a reason. He's pretty, like, he's kind of like he's not a polarizing guy. Like, it's hard to not like the nigga, but I think people are soon going to look for a reason to not like him. And the signs of that is when they start nitpicking at everything you do. For me, I don't got a problem with this jail stream. Like, he's obviously just putting people in an environment. He's not glorifying jail. He's not trying to say this is where you should be. To me, it's the same thing like a Mr. Beast video. Mr. Beast will put somebody buried alive. Yo, you can't leave the circle. You can't, like, he'll put people in uncomfortable situations and put a camera on them. It's all in the name of content. It's not exploitative. I think this is just the same. You get what I mean? I would even compare this to like 60 days lockup and all that type of stuff. In those situations, you actually have people that are actually incarcerated. This is like some make-believe shit. To me, this is like a skit. Like, to me, this is like your favorite. This is like Power. You get what I mean? This is a live stream version of Power or any of those things where you clearly realize it ain't real. You clearly realize this is to be entertainment. In those other situations, it's actually purported as those people's real life. If you that dumb to think that Kai doing this is going to ruin the youth and tell people that this is how real jail is going to be, bro, we can't save everybody, man. So, like, some people we got to kick off the boat. To me, I got zero problem with him doing this. You get what I mean? I think he's a creative motherfucker. He's doing things and kind of using the live streaming. Damn, another ad. Yo, they're probably going crazy with the ads. They're using all these live streaming, in real life streaming methods just to kind of make different type of content. A lot of times when I'm watching Kai stream, and it's why I call him the Kanye West of like streaming, I'm like, yo, this should be like a fucking movie, man. Like the coordination that it takes, this is high level, not just, oh, we're walking around with a camera. A lot of people do that. And with all due respect to like Aiden and Neon and shit, even Sneeko, like you're walking around with a camera, which by the way is very, anything could happen. But like to have this level of coordination where you have guests popping in for the entire 7 days, you pretty much have to schedule the entire 24 hours of each day to keep fans engaged, turn into like a full-on reality show. I think that shit's dope. And I think that's where live streaming is beating all these other places where people can consume content, because there's nothing that's that good. You know what I mean? Like even when this writer strike happened and after that shit happened, bro, honestly, some of these live streamers are way more entertaining. Like, be honest. To me, I find myself these days watching certain live streams more than podcasts. And even though podcasts are wildly entertaining too, but I watch podcasts over, I don't know, regular TV, right? But these days, I think live streaming is where it's at, man. So I don't have a problem with what Kai's doing, but I only see that people are looking for a reason to turn against him. And if you ask me, they're waiting until he has a moment like the Logan Paul in the suicide like forest moment when they're like, yo, well, we told y'all. Because what I see is like a lot of people, I don't want to say necessarily jealous, but maybe that's what it is. I don't think it's jealousy. I don't think everybody's happy for the nigga's success. That's really what I think. I don't think everybody's happy for his success. So I think people want to see him fail. And also the reason, because he seemed really positive. The only thing he had like ever negative against him was that whole thing with the, remember that whole party shit with like some girls saying something happened or whatever? And I ain't gonna lie, I think he got past that pretty well. Again, I got no problem with him doing this. Somebody said, but Logan Paul is still thriving? No. That changed the narrative of, Logan Paul he had a very clean image. Like, some of y'all don't know the history. Logan Paul had a very fucking clean image. He was the good guy. His brother was seen more like the bad guy. Then the suicide forest thing happened and people start looking at him in a different light. Like, this is a guy who seems like he'll exploit people or exploit even the dead for content, right? Like, he might be a piece of shit. He started a podcast afterwards to try to repair his image. That's why Impulsive existed. He stopped doing all these blogs and just like cheap content, and he kind of started pivoted. That's when he got into Prime and also got into boxing. And he's been trying to like repair that image. And if you look at him, he's been trying to come across like the good guy. But because of that one thing, it's like people just kind of feel like he's a fraud. You know what I mean? Like, you ever seen somebody you don't feel like they're just naturally a good guy, they're just playing an act? That's what people think about Logan. Then the whole thing happened with the Crypto Zoo shit, and then people are like, oh yeah, we did know this thing is a piece of shit. So, yes, I think they're waiting for that one moment for Kai, and it's, to them, it might be even a narrative like, yo, yeah, Kai's a piece of shit for making fun of people locked up, or making light of being locked up. You get what I mean? That's what I think the narrative people are hoping is going to catch on fire, because eventually they are going to turn on Kai. Trust and believe. They will turn on Kai at some point. Somebody say he hasn't done anything wrong. Sometimes it doesn't take for you to do nothing wrong. Like, bro, nobody want to see niggas win it. Yo, play this. Like, even LeBron James. Like, LeBron James, like, is probably the most, he's the cleanest, most decorated, greatest athlete or greatest basketball player in our generation. Yet, there was a whole time, despite him not doing, he ain't cheating on his bitch, at least publicly. He ain't like beating his girl. He ain't doing nothing that's getting him in the media for some weird shit. But then there was a whole period where people just hated him. So not doing nothing wrong doesn't guarantee that people ain't going to dislike you. So I think that's coming for Kai. And when you see people try to get these narratives into the wind, it's for them trying to see if people are going to fall for it. Oh, Kai's insensitive. Yo, he's a piece of shit. Why are you making fun of people incarcerated? But of course, everybody with the brain is saying, bro, it's just content. Relax. Like, it's not that serious. They're going to come with something else about him sooner or later. Trust and believe. Once you get to the heights where Kai is at, it's always around the corner for somebody trying to bring you down or humanize you in a way of showing a mistake you did or making it seem like you're not good of a person that you're portraying to be. Like just think about everybody. Think about everybody who's gotten to that point. Anyway. Yeah, they build you up to tear you down. And right now, like, yo, if you think Kai is going to be the only entertainer who just goes skyrocket into the atmosphere and he never has a moment like where he's almost kind of grounded for a bit, like shit, again, that happened almost with what happened last year's New Year's Eve party for him. And he got past that, and he's building again. He's arguably even more lit now than then. I think something is coming, and I'm obviously not wishing for it. But when I see the bullshit narratives that they're trying to bring, like, yo, he's a bad guy, it's like, oh, okay. Y'all are hoping he fails. Or y'all hoping that people are going to look at him differently. Anyway. Pretty entertaining stream we got going on.
Look in the camera, man. What my DMs say different. Why you judging me? Nobody judging my face. You're the one saying you got a soft fucking face. I do have a soft face. If anybody, you don't tell me I don't got a...
Okay. Anyway. In other news, man. In other news. We should probably talk about, let me see what else. Oh,